Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Harmony One. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, I encourage you to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be in the top right-hand corner. Also, I have two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, you can do so by donating to our military or to Ukrainian refugees. Thank you all for all the support, whether it's financial or not. We appreciate all of you. Now let's jump into the charts. So the Fibonacci retracement that I have here on the charts is with a swing low June 20th and the swing high here. We actually have a double top pattern here with the exact same highs. So it's either in October or in January of 2022. So our 1.618 target currently is at 0.01309, and we are below the first fib level here, which means the 1.618 is our technical target. And we have so far landed below the 1.414 at 0.01704. So that is going to be your key support area moving on if we start losing the 1.414, which it looks like we're going to lose if Bitcoin goes any lower. And they're really trying to test us here. They're really trying to test us here because they want people to be fearful soon after getting everyone bullish, making people open up so many long positions, and then just liquidating everything. And I've been talking about this for ages now, and I told you guys about the CPI data coming out. We still have the FOMC meeting coming September 21st. I think that has the potential to dump the markets once again in September. And we also have Ethereum's merge, which could also dump the markets. So moving into a little pattern here that I spotted on the daily chart. So as you can see, we have our left shoulder, we have our head, and we have our right shoulder here. So this is a head and shoulders pattern. And if you take the high of the head and you drag a trend line all the way down to the support that connects both the swing lows in between the shoulders and the head, you get a trend line, and you have to place that trend line on the spot where you think you could potentially lose the support. So we still haven't lost the neckline here. The neckline is basically the support that connects two of the lows in the pattern. So if that does happen, we're going to be looking at our technical target would be at 1 cent. So I don't think that's going to happen, right? Bitcoin would have to drop back to $16,000, $17,000 for that to be a valid level for us to look at. And we obviously would have to lose the yellow neckline, but I don't think that's happening just yet, but I'm going to keep this on the charts just in case I forget it later. But your major resistance or support level, I should say, like I said, below the 1.414, which we're currently hovering above, is the 0.01704. And the 1.414 Fibonacci level is at 2 cents exactly. So that's our current level that we don't want to lose, but I do think we could lose it, and I would target the yellow trend line, which is the neckline. After that, we have the 0.01704. So a lot of numbers there, but hopefully you get what I'm talking about. Also, we have the 55 daily EMA acting as a resistance trend line. And in the last video, if you paid attention, I told you that this would be a great level to take some profits. So the red trend line that you can see over here, this is the 55 daily EMA. And after you start breaking the 20, and if you start back testing the 20 as support, usually the 55 is your next major resistance level. And as you can see, we ran into that level and came back down. So if you had some sell orders around these prices, you could have sold, and now you have the opportunity to buy back in lower. So potentially you could buy back in lower 14 or 15%. So it was up to you to do that. Obviously, you have to manage your risks. You have to be careful with swing trading, but I had a lot of sell orders for a lot of altcoins to swing trade, but only one of them actually ended up getting filled, and that's totally fine because I'm better off just sitting with my tokens and staking them rather than swing trading every 5 minutes. Because if I do that, at some point the price is going to reverse and get so bullish, and I'm just going to be stuck down with my cash. So I don't want to do that. I was taught this lesson the hard way. So regarding the resistance levels, I just gave you a couple of support levels. Let's take a look at some resistance levels to the upside if we start a relief rally going into November. And that is a bit far away, I know, but what we could be doing here. So if this was our resistance here at August 13th, this is currently sitting at 0.03381 cents. So that would be a level I would be targeting. But from where we are all the way up to that level, that's only 64%. Potentially, let's say we do a 2x getting closer to November, just like we did the last 2 Novembers. So 100% would be getting closer to this level here. And this level is a very important level. As you can see, I have it highlighted with a trend line since the last video. So this is 4 cents for Harmony 1. And this is an important level because this is a key support level that we have held once we dumped in May initially this year. And then we had the move below it into June. And we haven't backtested this 4 cent area as resistance yet. So that is potentially what we could do here. Start building up an uptrend, break through major resistance levels, backtest this area here as resistance, and then come back down for a retest. And potentially into spring, we could start recovering and going into the bull market, getting closer to the end of 2023, 2024, whenever we have the halving for Bitcoin. So that is a scenario that I'm looking at currently. And on the daily chart, as you can see, we broke above the white resistance trend line that I talked about in the last video. We have rejected it we got rejected from it so many times in the previous, in January, in April, we had a fake out here twice in July and August, and a rejection in July as well. A little fake out here in September. And now we're looking at the yellow support trend line to hold us as support. If we fail to do that, you have the yellow buy zone here from 36.6 all the way down to 32.09. That would be a great buying area. And below that, you obviously have the immediate buy zone below the index of 30 in the oversold zone. So that's anywhere from 24.2 all the way down to 20.55. And you don't really need a buy zone here because once you're below the index of 30, that's your giveaway. Yeah, that's pretty much telling you you need to buy now, because every time we have been in this area, you saw a strong move to the upside. So this is a no-brainer for me. So that's regarding the daily RSI. Let's switch over to the Binance website. So switching over to the daily chart on Harmony 1, as you can see, we ran into the golden ratio here. In the last video, I did give you this as a strong resistance level. And as you can see, we wicked perfectly into that area off of the golden ratio. So this is our dead cat bounce on this Fib retracement, because you print a high, you start coming back down, and then you run into the golden ratio, you print a lower high, and then you start retracing down. So our target right now, based on this Fibonacci retracement, is going to be this low here, which is this low as well. So that's at 0.01802. So that is our low. And the low that we don't really want to lose is the low that we printed here in July at 0.01642. So that's the low that we want to hold, right? And potentially create a double bottom pattern. That would be fine and continue on from there. But you don't want to be losing this low, because that would be very negative if you lose a key resistance area, or key support area. I do apologize. So that's regarding the daily chart with this different Fibonacci that I have on. Also moving over to the daily RSI, we just looked at it, I explained everything, but still you are moving towards the oversold. You printed a lower high. So if you see yourself in the oversold, make sure to buy in, not a financial advice. Taking a look at the stochastic RSI, we were in the overbought here. That was a good indicator to take some profits mid-term. And the MACD had a bullish cross at the beginning of September. So that was kind of your confirmation for the little uptrend that we would get in September. And if you watched all of my videos, and if you're a member of the Patreon, I talked extensively about the potential of a strong pullback in September. And we could even go below 20K, and that's exactly what we did. So make sure you follow me on Twitter, make sure you join into the Telegram chat, and make sure you follow me on Patreon as well. It's a great way to support the channel, but you get so many benefits, you get so much extra exclusive content. It's totally worth it. So that's regarding everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Thank you all for watching. If I missed anything out, please let me know down below in the comment section. Like I said, all the links to all the social media platforms are down below. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.